Hi everyone, it is Friday and I am doing the Flip Through Friday, which is hosted by Gwen, the Trash Witch. I will put everything in the description box, but I was going through my books and I found this book. I have to tell you, it's so super adorable. So it is called Your Manners Are Showing, the Handbook of Teenage Know-How. And it's by Betty Betts versus by Anne Clark. So let me see what year this is. Look at this. Is that adorable? Oh my gosh, it's so adorable. Your manners are showing. Let's see what it says. I hope everyone's doing well. Copyright 1946, and it says it's dedicated to my father. Oh, wow, that is so cute. So I'm going to just flip through this really quick, and I will read some of these, so I hope you don't mind. When at a dance, be sure to go and bid the chaperone hello. There's the chaperone. It's not so difficult to do. Remember that she's a human too. Cute, cute, cute. So then it talks all about it, about family introductions, and how actually here it tells you how to send a formal invitation. And then it says, you're out with Tad and up comes Nan. But even if she'd like your man, politely say, Nan, this is Tad, name lad, to gal, not gal, to lad. If you're outdoors and meet Joe Blake, of course you give him a handshake. He must remove his glove, though you may keep yours on. All women do. We don't wear gloves anymore. So this is this, and I'm going to skip through this because this is just too adorable. Let's go here. When Dick invites you out to eat, the waiter guides you to your seat. No need to wonder what to do. You follow him. Dick follows you. And then over here, when Doug takes dates out for a spin, he helps them out and helps them in. He makes a very grand chauffeur, the sort of lad all gals prefer. Oh my gosh, I gotta tell my husband to keep opening the door for me. So here are your table manners. Something, money, something for boys. So this is quite interesting. So let's read this page. When Tom comes in to make a call, he'll blush to find you all asprawl. Oh my. With skirt on high and legs in air, aren't you grown up or don't you care? That's too cute. And over here, when callers come, you should be dressed in something nice, if not your best. Unless you're ill, it's not okay to greet them while in negligee. Is that cute? That's super cute. So something for girls. This is super cute here. I'm going to keep going through. And let's do this one. Don't burden Skip. What could be worse than boxes, bundles, bags, and purse? His pleasure in you soon will pall. One day he won't turn up at all. If you and Pete sit sipping Coke, and in the room come older folks, stand up and smile, and later when they leave, stand up and smile again. That's so sweet. Now this one. We all must wait around in vain while Peggy chats with friends again. Perhaps she thinks that she alone is privileged to use the phone. When you are out among the crowd, don't ever gossip long and loud. Don't mention names, for who can say who may be listening in today? And that is true. I think pretty much all are true to the day, except we do see kids that run around in their PJs and whatever. This is really cute here, but we'll jump to this one. Just now the words you'd like to write are dearest darling, my life's light. Suppose that in 5 years or 10 he reads your notes out aloud. Notes aloud, what then? True. What if he's no longer? And then, so let's read this. This is about gifts. The proper gifts for you and Tish to send each other when you wish are pictures, flowers, candy, books. They never raise embarrassed looks. Don't give Bill gifts that cost a lot, or you may find you're on the spot. How sad and silly it would look to give a watch and get a book. I have a little story. I remember someone buying somebody an expensive little gift and got something not even close to that. So here we go. This one. How crude and rude of Dick to eat while walking gaily down the street. Perhaps he nibbles on the roam because he's starved by folks at home. But maybe he shouldn't be eating when he's dating. Oh, let's see. Should I read this to you guys? We'll pass that one. We'll go on this one. For miles around, they'll sneer and gawk if you indulge in baby talk. Though you believe it's coy and cute, your date would much prefer you mute. Sue's Egbert seems a doleful drip. She'd like to give the lad the slip. If she could learn to treat him well, with half a chance, he might be swell. Sports make good sports. And here they are playing. Manners on the job. Oh, let's read that one. In business elevators, Nat would have no need to doff his hat. But in apartment lifts he's right to take it off and be polite. That's interesting. Allow all males to open doors. It's one of their more manly chores. Until they do so, you should wait. Be your brother, dad, or date. Okay. The rich and the poor. The rich and the poor. Deliver us from John the snob, who always must be on the job, impressing people with a lot of tales about the dough he's got. I see. Faith has a gallery of beaux, inscribed with corny love, bonds, mots. Were this but known to all her men, they'd not be seeing Faith again. Interesting. And then here's about conversation piece. And how many more pages do we have? I don't want to bore you all, but I think this is a lovely book to read. Be sure to greet guests at the door. How are you, Flo? How nice, Lenore. Escort them out when they must go. So glad you came, Lenore and Flo. Don't ever leave a gal alone at parties where she is not known. Include her when you chat with friends. Don't let her wonder at loose ends. And that's an awful feeling. That really is. That really is. And here we go. Though perfect grooming's good to see, don't show us how it came to be. Renew your makeup, comb your hair, where there are none to stand and stare. That's quite cute. At program balls, this is the way. When you have had your dance with May, return her to her date once more. Don't leave her stranded on the floor. Oh, well, that's sweet. You return her to her date. And her date was sweet to let you have her dance. Okay, that's the end. So here we go. While you are dancing, do not chat incessantly of this and that. Such conversation soon will pall, and leave you manless by the wall. No guy who wants to keep his date will blankly stand around and wait until she struggled to take off the coat he should have helped her doff. And that is this book. Is that quite a book? This is very cute. I found it cute. I found it cute because it's all about manners and how our manners have changed, really. But I did want to share this because many of this still apply. So, hello to all of you, and thank you for stopping by. Remember to use the hashtag Flip Through Friday, and I'll see you soon. Enjoy your weekend, and remember to smile.